Good morning, everybody.
My phobia is getting pulled over by the police.
Man, my heart dropped every time.
We are the morning show that you can watch at night. Did you know that?
Because it's teaching, in my personal humble opinion, young women that you don't have to really go out there and get a real job. You can look pretty and spend your days, see who you can date, and become Instagram famous. And then you too can be fabulous every day. It's an unrealistic expectation of you.
But we're going downhill from here.
Little balled up stomachs.
Nobody wants to own up to anything they've done to African American people over the past 400 years. You want to take everything that we got, everything that we brought this country, forget, you know what? I love indigenous people. I love everything.
I always talk about the movements. Why people keep doing stupid stuff and why I don't get the Black Lives Matter movement and all this other stuff. And then I'm like, well, why don't I just start my own thing?
A whole entire country was built on the backs of...
Hey, listen, y'all know what time it is. Mr. Lee Black, holla. Oh, my. Look at those words. Okay, holla at her for a second.
This is not 9 minutes and 49 seconds sitting on somebody's neck. This is an officer doing a very difficult job, right? That should have been avoided before it happened.
Did you really mean that? And I was like, yes, absolutely, I did mean that. With my whole being and my whole heart.
TFG tonight with Brenton, Haynes and the morning team.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
Hey, thank you, Bam. Good to see y'all. What is up, people? It is another Monday morning. I just want to say good morning, Tokyo, and all those Olympians over there in the great place. I don't know what I don't know a city there. Shanghai, maybe it's a city. I don't know, but what's up, y'all? Good to see y'all, man. Listen, when y'all come in, y'all say what's up, and y'all know how we like what y'all do. So I sure hope y'all brought some stickers with y'all this morning, and I hope y'all ready to share something with us. I hope so. Listen, we have a fantastic show tonight, and I'm ready to get started. Y'all know how we do this thing. We are going to keep up with the Trumps. Is that okay? So guess what, y'all? Donald has been like doing the chitlin circuits, right? He's moving now, y'all, but he just won't let this crazy talking go. Y'all, it's gotten so bad now. Listen, just recently, like some of the news media outlets won't even play some of the stuff that Trump is saying now because it's just so what's up, folk? Good to see you, man. It is just so hilarious and just one commentator, she called him a clown, or just like it's like she said it's clown-like. It's getting preposterous. He actually saying now that somebody on the internet switched the ballots. I'm not making this up, y'all. Like he's literally tripping. Like it's getting so bad. Like they booing people for just coming on stage on a GOP platform and just telling the truth about what happened to the election. They boo them off stage now, y'all. So Donald's doing some dirty stuff, and I don't know how far he gonna take this, but it don't seem like he gonna stop no time soon. So it is what it is, y'all. That's keeping up with Donald, but let's bring the family on, fellas. Y'all come on in so we can get this thing started this morning. That's Ken, sportsman. There go King. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, I mean Black Panther himself, Lee Black, coming in this thing hot, y'all. And he on fire too, I heard. He on fire. It ain't shut up in his bones either, I don't think so, but yeah. Good morning, gentlemen. Y'all all right? These folks ready to hear from us, man. Y'all ready to talk about some things?
Yeah,
let's get something done. Good rising, fellas.
Yeah. Okay, and again, we're gonna keep shouting out to Sister PTO herself, because listen, y'all, she putting it in, so she's on vacation.
Yeah. We miss you, Rue, but do your thing, girl.
All I'm saying, HR said you got to fill out them FMLA papers because after 2 weeks now you got to get that family leave act going.
Exactly. Gotta put it in. Gotta put it in.
Man, listen, y'all. I'm ready to get started. Let's get this thing rolling. What we got, Madam Producer? Jeff Bezos. I don't even think he's the richest man in the world no more, ain't he? Is he still?
I thought he still was.
I thought he still was.
Only I'm not in the world though, but I think it's somebody.
I do think somebody replaced him in the world.
Saudi.
Okay.
Yeah, the Saudis. One of the Saudis, I think, did. But,
okay.
I mean, but listen, running second for the most money in the world.
Exactly.
I mean, how do you have that much money? What do you do with that?
Well, you
go giving some of it away.
Yeah, you go to space and come back in 11 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Man, I looked at that. I said, "That's all they doing? Just going up?" And I said, "I did that at Six Flags." But okay, whatever. There, man. Listen, so y'all know Van Jones? He's one of the commentators in CNN, man. So again, we don't report the news; we just comment on it, right? So I don't know what the deal was and why Bezos gave Van Jones $100 million. But I don't know if he got some more, Jeff.
You could give me $100 million.
Bro, I really want to read y'all some of these comments they on here tripping about, but I think I may do it before we get out of this segment. But so Jeff just all of a sudden gives Bezos, and he actually gave another guy. He's a celebrity chef. I think his name was Chef Andreas, I believe. Yeah, he gave him some money too, and apparently he can do whatever he wants to with it. I really don't. I don't know the connection between Jeff and Van, but Ken, man, what you think? I mean, I know we trip about the 40 acres and a mule, but I mean, listen, one white man. So my man Van got paid, Doc. I don't know what.
Hey, man, and I will say that those two guys, some sort of award that he gave out, Courage of Fighting award that Jeff Bezos has created. So he chose those two, I guess, because of whatever organization or whatever their fight has been, and decided to break them off some of that good money that he's made. Hey, man, I ain't got a problem with it. I just hope I don't know what Van Jones is gonna do with it, but I hope he try to lift up some of our communities, try to get some of this stuff done with this justice system that we can get fixed. But I know also Van Jones worked real closely with the Trump administration with their jail reform and stuff like that.
That's all the more reason not even to trust.
So, and I also know that Van Jones and Kim Kardashian work together too, on closely together on some legal stuff too, as far as the justice system. But again, it's cool that he gave him $100 million. I just want to see where he's gonna put the money. So we'll see.
Folks say he better put it into his own family. Now, listen, I don't really think Van is an idiot, but I'm telling you, he would definitely get that Shaq the Fool award. He don't do something.
Exactly.
Do something his own way. I think now Bezos ain't no Trump supporter, huh? Is he?
I'm sure he is. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised.
At all.
Dwayne, I know you'll take the money, but I mean. Van got. I mean, dang, you don't even win the lottery that big sometimes, right? So I don't.
They taxed the heck out you in the lottery.
Yeah, he ain't paying no taxes on this one. Where it's set up, I'm pretty sure he got some of them Amazon shares or something. I don't know.
Probably so.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Fox said he don't think he's a Trump supporter. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, Dwayne. I mean, what you thinking?
I mean, I'm thinking like if you got this much money to give out to this one individual, then you need to start like donating to things that actually could use that $100 million, not just the one person. I mean, you give it to what is Van Jones' agenda? Just because he does one or two different charitable events, if he does that, it's a tax write-off for him. Give it to people that really need it, man. Like social reform or donate to colleges, HBCUs, something like, I don't know. It's just people with that much money kind of blow me because it's like, what do you do with it all? Two,
right.
Why do you need that much money? Okay, so you start a business, all right, whatever, Amazon, what you do, but what are you doing for other people? And I don't mean other people in other countries. What are you doing for people in this country?
Right. Yeah. I mean, the amount of money they had to pay to go up in that shuttle, man, was like crazy. Like I was like, okay, but I mean, I don't live in that space, so I don't know. I want to read some of these comments, man. So one person said, meanwhile, kids need life-changing surgery. Another person said, if he wanted to give Amazon money away, just give me back my refund.
That's funny. Hey. Actually, I just looked up. He's more to the left. He leans more left. He's more a lot libertarian, but he tends to identify with the Democratic Party more so than the Republican Party. Another thing that he said that he's willing to give NASA $20 billion too. So man, he's ready to throw money all the way around, but I could care less about you going up into space, which at the end of the day, it's his money. Man, if you want to go up into space and do what you do, who am I to tell you not to do that? But to me, I know if you give a brother that type of money, we damn so ain't get ready to try to go up to space. You don't want us to do nothing like that.
Every bill we got is about to be paid off.
Yeah. Now somebody gonna get high, really high. They may go to space in their bedroom, but that's about it. But they just say real estate. Bezos and his ex-wife have given hundreds of billions to charity. Yes, they have.
Yeah.
But I mean, like he stepped down from Amazon too, right? And
so, he had to because he got caught cheating. That's why he stepped down.
Is it really cheating when you got that kind of money? I think
it's cheating, man. It's cheating. You can't mess that up.
No, it's called something different when you got that kind of money. Yeah, they call that something different.
Wait, my boy from Microsoft, what's his name? What's this dude's name?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. He get to go out like on a weekend getaway with his ex. Like,
and they've been doing that for years. They said that ain't been nothing new.
That's a totally different game. It's a totally different game. So I'm gonna read one more comment and then we can move on. Somebody said, well, listen, if Jeff giving Van all that money, won't y'all give these Amazon employees a raise?
I was just thinking that same thing. Yeah. I was thinking that same thing.
Give them a raise. Like give them like a couple $100,000 extra a year.
Definitely give us some stock in the company. Hopefully they're giving their employees shares in that company. I would hope.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is Van Jones. He can barely keep a show on CNN, but you know what I'm saying. He just got some life-changing money. So I guess it's nice, man. Well, there he is. Now listen. It's too much fire over there. You got to put that thing up.
I was wondering where Black went.
Spectrum, my internet keeps going down, and I was right in the middle of a show.
Yes, sir.
He conducting business while conducting business.
I am. Yes, sir.
Hey, tell the TFG tonight said hello and what's up.
Every last one of us.
Yeah. So listen, all I can say is this: that Van Jones, you made your money. Black, you want to get in on this one?
I do. I want to make a comment on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I put on hold.
That's it. That's straight player.
I want to curse, but I'm gonna keep it cool. But two things come to mind when I saw this. Number one is it's a brilliant move, brilliant strategy. It's a tax write-off. I'm hanging up on her. It's a tax write-off, number one, and it's no coincidence that he gave this donation to a Black man with all of the issues he's having with his workers at Amazon. And so strategically, it was a brilliant move actually to do this, because think about it. We just established he's the second richest man in the entire world. That's nothing. That's peanuts to him. Now, with Jeff Bezos, Van Jones being who he is, be careful. We talked about this before. The love of money is the root of all evil. Where his intentions might be pure, money can change things.
Yeah,
most definitely. Yeah. Van ain't got no silver spoon in his mouth. I know that.
Not at all.
Right.
He got a snow bunny, but he ain't got no silver spoon in his mouth. So yeah, it's all good. We're gonna see. DJ said, I like Van Jones. I bet you did. Falk, would you say Bezos has the top spot, doesn't he? I don't know.
Nah.
I mean, somebody Google and put it on there.
I think he does. He is he's still number one.
Okay.
177.8 billion or something like that.
And he still gave his ex-wife so much chance. Ooh,
Yeah.
man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well, Jeff Van, I mean, listen, y'all make America great again. I don't know. We'll see.
Nah, we don't do that.
Or build back better, whichever side y'all lean to the most on. All right, y'all. What we got next, madam? Let's see. Where we at? Texas Senate responds to CRT. Yeah. My wife don't like it when we talk about these heavy topics, but this one I couldn't let slide. This is almost like I feel like I'm in Wayne's World or Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure or something. Like this can't be real. Like they really for real trying to do this thing, y'all.
Yeah, they real.
So,
no. Yeah.
So there is a article in The Hill. That's a media company. Texas Senate removes requirements to tell students that the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, are morally wrong. They say don't have to talk about it no more. And so it says the move is one of about 24 curricula that are being removed from requirements. Guess what else they trying to remove, y'all? Teaching about Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, the accomplishments of labor leader and leftist activist Cesar Chavez, the writings of women suffragists, movement leader Susan B. Anthony, and Native American history will also not be required. Dwayne, you're proud, educated man. You see what it says?
Hey, no, I think this is it's almost like the underlying way to cover up slavery, right? Like, hey, let's not talk about this subject. Now let's just go ahead and throw vinegar on this wound and just try to just take it all out of history when we all know what's happened. We all know it happened. And for them to have, and this is Texas, one of the more racist states that was, involved in southern whatever it is expansion. I figured it was going to happen because this state got flipped to being a Democratic state, so they're going to find any and every way they can do to bring it back to a Republican state. But I think the mitigated gall of them to try to hide the immorality of the Ku Klux Klan when the Ku Klux Klan is nationwide. I think it's just despicable. I really do. And being someone who's educated and comes from grew up in a state in the country where racism is real and like has been called outside of one's name in a derogatory racist term numerous times, you just giving ammunition for these people to continue to do what they're doing and say, oh, it's not culturally wrong, it's not immorally wrong, let's just hide that.
So one of the reasons they say that they're doing this is they said it because it's tying the teacher's hands to what?
To what?
To the truth?
To what? Exactly, to the truth. It's like holding somebody to the standard or something. Like, oh, you did this wrong. The KKK is wrong.
Yeah.
You talk about killing people and hanging people and N-word this, N-word that, and you hate a race of people because of the color of their skin. You practically even hate your own people because they believe in a different religion or they're Jewish, and you hate them because of that.
Black, what you think, man? I mean, are they really gonna try to put bleach on the white sheets again?
They're not trying. They're doing it, and they've done it, and this is indicative of what was started in the previous administration. Rest assured. To me, what's disturbing about this, forget about Texas. And when I say that, I don't mean forget about them literally, but I mean this is a much bigger issue is at stake here. We have a new administration, guys, and I said this on this show before, right here in Georgia, another state that was turned blue.
Yep.
And some Asian ladies were assaulted at a massage parlor. All hell broke loose. You had bipartisan support, and new laws hit the books against Asians. Gay rights. You better not say nothing against nobody gay. You better not hurt a dog. You better not damage a tree. You better not harm this and that. But when it comes to African Americans, the dirty little secret that America refuses to acknowledge, even in this administration, it's now July 26th. Why the hell is it taking so long to wipe out these hate groups? But they got to think about it and talk about it and let me see. And I got to look over here and I got to look over there and this and that and everything. Because at its core, you still have a white man who's from a different generation and remembers a time when he could get on any one of our backs and click his damn heels and say, boy, take me downtown.
Yeah.
So you can play if you want to. It's no coincidence that when the previous administration, what it looked like is what America truly believes in. Screw women, screw minorities. The white man runs this country. And I don't care who they put in replace of him. At its core, you have a vice president who's a figurehead, but at its core, behind closed doors in the higher corridors of power, this is being done because screw Texas, this is what America believes.
Man,
they believe you do not matter.
Man, listen, it's House Bill 3979, and it says teachers cannot be compelled to discuss current events or controversial issues of public policy or of social affairs, and that if they do, they can't give defense to any one perspective. I ain't never want to be a teacher.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Man, this is crazy. Like it's so I can't even make myself get upset because it's so sad. Like it's like you literally like where is Alfred Hitchcock? And are we in the Twilight Zone, bro? Where's this big old fat bald-headed white man at, man? Right? It's like, oh, y'all serious, bro? Y'all really? And it's like, serious. And wait, man, listen. You got people at in my local vicinity. Like we have people protesting in the school boards meetings now because they want to bring in diversity staff, right? And because the staff is black, oh no, we don't want to relate to the diversity person, right? I mean, what you and they get frustrated. And then what's so crazy is that they have the nerve, bro, to come in with their I don't talk. Listen, y'all, it's getting out of hand, and I'm just telling y'all thought Hitler was a booger for burning books. Well, I mean, what do we call these people right now that are trying to rewrite laws? I'm telling you, don't you throw one book away, because you better be careful, because you try to Google something and we may find ourselves like, I know that's the truth. I know this was there. Ken, what you think, man? And I'll let you go again.
I've said this before. You know, they've been doing this since the beginning of the time. They want to edit the narrative, edit history to fit their narrative. That's what we see going on here. And it's just so ironic. We got the voting stuff going on as we got this going on in Texas and all over the place. They trying to kill, make it harder for people to vote. Now they trying to water down history, and then and our children won't learn what true history is. And then Texas is just, Governor Abbott down there just, it's a political posturing. I already know he has bigger aspirations. So all this stuff, the Democrats, they flew away from they flew to Washington, was that 2 weeks ago? Yes, so they couldn't vote on that and this and that. They just this game playing it, and now you want to tell teachers that they can't teach the truth? How dare you white men do this? How dare you?
I mean, it's like,
how dare you?
It's like
we need Arnold Schwarzenegger. Total Recall.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, it's like the fear factor syndrome. It's like hypocrisy, fear. I mean, you name it. it's the fear for owning up to what was done for decades, like at least what 30 some years. That was very prevalent. I mean, it's like going back to, and I referenced this movie, A Time to Kill, the good old boy system, and how it was like, yep, let me protect Lee Harvey. Yeah, let me make sure that we pin everything we can on this black man. Well, basically, it's now is what you're doing. Like, hold up, let me make sure I take away every bit of black people's history, every bit of indigenous people's history, every bit of Asian history. But like Lee said, we're not going to talk about the homosexuality. We're not going to talk about homosexuals because it's okay, because you're born like that, right? So wait a minute. Hold on. Can I take this off, guys? I mean, I can't take my skin off, right? Like, how is it that you can say you are born gay? There is nothing in the genome that puts being gay, but everything in the genome and the 48 chromosomes that make you determines your sex, determines your color. I mean, like, come on, like, no, I
Bro, you
don't.
hit a hard left. What you doing?
But what I'm saying is
I got you,
like,
Black.
like they trying to find a way to destroy.
I'm with you.
It's you want to destroy something, so you're gonna say this is okay, but this is not. Let's hide this, and let's deter from seeing what this really is to find something to justify what it's really not. I mean, if y'all follow what I'm saying.
Right on. I'm to all my very hard left love Democrats, got Democrat banners and all that. What's wrong with your people, man? Wait, what are y'all? Is y'all people scared or something? I don't understand. What's up with these Democrats? Do the GOP just got that much more sense, or y'all just really gonna stand in the corner and act like we don't see y'all over there? Like, y'all there? We know y'all there.
They're gonna stand in the corner.
That's my point. The whole system is broke because this is happening in plain sight.
Yeah.
The curtain has been pulled back. We now, because of social media and technology, we see what really happens in the halls of justice, so to speak, Congress, the Senate, all these that judge that Trump put on office. It's come out now that the FBI overlooked some 45,000 thousand things that could have stopped him. So if you can't trust the FBI and the CIA, and what did it mean to gain control of the House? They spent $500 million on 2 seats alone right here in Georgia. But what the hell did it mean? What did you gain? Because you have a man standing up in the Senate screaming at the top of his lungs against everything you believe in, and you are powerless to do anything about it. They're getting slaps on the wrist. This is being done in plain sight. And so I want to curse so bad. Screw Smiling Joe or whatever you want to call him, but you're doing absolutely nothing. And so this is bigger than one state.
Yeah.
This is happening in plain sight.
Yeah. It's just the one that don't care about what other states think about them. Texas,
I would want to know how teachers. I would love to see a comment from a teacher. If we got a teacher watching, I would love to get your comment on this, and to see how you going to approach teaching your students this year. I would really love the teacher's perspective on this.
A white teacher and a black teacher. Like, let's get all races up and
let's take it one step at a time. I don't know.
White teacher, black teacher, Hispanic teacher, and Native American teacher. Let's get them all. Let's get their opinions.
All right. Well, we'll move on. Again, we're gonna commentate on the news y'all putting out there, and if this is what y'all doing, y'all just know y'all gonna see me like February. My kids ain't never wore a dashiki in his life. He may wear one next year.
I know that, hey, brother. I know that.
You know what I'm saying?
Just because. Already.
Just because. I may get him a t-shirt with everybody's face on that thing.
I'm gonna wrap my daughter up in a Haitian flag and send her to school.
That is right. Yeah.
Already.
All right, man. What we got next? I don't talk about.
All right.
Hey.
All right. Well, that's the I'm the transition man. Yeah. We're gonna transition. We're gonna transition, but we're gonna talk about money. We're gonna stay on money since we talked about Jeff Bezos. The richest man in the world. Well, guess what? One of our guys, the King, became the first active NBA player to make $1 billion over the course of his career in salary and endorsement deals. And to help him get there, everybody was talking about Space Jam. Well, that's his movie.
Stupid movie.
He produced it and at his studio. Well, not in studios, but he's the producer of that. It made $32 million opening weekend.
Wow.
Stupid movie.
I like the movie, and we'll talk about that too. I liked it, but anyway, he's the NBA's top earning player for the 7th consecutive year. Includes his off-court and his on-court income as well. Now, in 2018, LeBron signed a 4-year, $153 million deal with the Lakers. That was in 2018. Now, 2 years. Now, fast forward, he signed a 2-year, $85 million extension this past off season. Now, his endorsement deals was Nike, Beats, AT&T, Mountain Dew, and million others. And y'all know his main guy, Maverick Carter. They got a lot of things going on. He got a production deal. If you watch the Shop on HBO, that's LeBron's. He's making movies. He's doing all this. So he is the first active athlete to become a billionaire. Now, Michael Jordan did it. Michael Jordan's a billionaire too, but he didn't become a billionaire till after he retired. Yeah. So what do you guys think about the Kane being the first $1 billion active athlete?
Okay, it's a little misleading. It's a little misleading. Now, it's true that he's the first NBA player to have earned $1 billion. That doesn't mean that that's his net worth. So go check the tape first of all.
And that's fine, but I mean,
no.
Right,
somebody said, because I want you to understand there's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
If you're an NBA fan, then we know Michael Jordan is probably the most grossly underpaid, basketball player in the history of the NBA.
Over his career. Yeah,
it's just the time he came up in, and we're not even talking about what Pippen did to himself. Having said that, Michael Jordan's the bulk of his income was from endorsements. Right. Now, LeBron James, he did what you're supposed to do. When a door is open for you, you step through it and you exploit the hell out of it, and you turn it to your benefit. What he's done with the NBA is unprecedented, and that's why I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. We talked about this yesterday. Outside of Muhammad Ali and maybe Jesse Owens and some of those great athletes, modern day athlete, there's nobody like LeBron James. No. What he's done is empowered the powerless. He's took his childhood friends, and instead of giving that money to agents who were already established, he turned them into millionaires and allowed them to open the doors for people who look just like us. Yeah. And then his business acumen, movies and producers and executive producers and stuff is unparalleled. So I love what he's done. He's not quite a billionaire in terms of net worth yet, but it's no doubt he's going to be there. He's positioning himself for something that we don't talk about. Screw riches. He's talking about wealth.
And you know what he did too? Like you said, Black. Yeah, he earned $1 billion. Let's clarify that. He's earned $1 billion. That doesn't necessarily mean he's a billionaire. That's a difference. Exactly. But the one thing that he did do is, like we need to do in our regular life, you can have your regular job, but you need to start having other streams of revenue coming in. So you make yourself diverse, and you start making money where you know what? Once I leave that court, man, I'm good. I don't need to keep playing. So that's another thing that I think hopefully people will take from this, that the brother, he diversified himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Dwayne, go ahead.
Well, LeBron James is only worth $500 million. That's his net worth.
That's right.
Did you say only? Like you were
but he earned $1 billion though. That's
he earned $1 billion.
Don't sneeze on it now. You might catch a cold. Now.
Secondly, Space Jam was horrible.
I don't think it was. I thought it was entertaining.
I thought it was terrible. Like and it's not because of it was just terrible. But no.
Why was it terrible?
It just terrible acting, man. I mean, like I'm looking at LeBron, like, bruh, shut up.
He's not an actor though, so why would you think?
I mean,
Lord, just watch it to see him put on an Oscar-winning performance. That ain't what he do.
It's not even Oscar worthy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why would you expect that?
I would probably give it a 3. Don't.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's just like venturing into, uncharted territories, and like you think, okay, we're not gonna get off why.
Please, thank you. Man, I was like, I mean, you must didn't watch the Muppet Babies when you was younger, man.
I did.
Like
I watched every episode of
well, how did you like Kermit the Frog's acting?
Kermit was cool. Kermit was great.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not messing. Go on.
But what I'm saying, I mean, honestly though, what he's done in his long precedent career since 2003, since like I played against him in high school, well, in a pro-am. Like, I mean, I always thought he was unique in the, in his ways, period, point blank. Very mature.
Said you played against LeBron James?
In pro-am in high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I graduated in 2001. So myself, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, we were all like time frame ahead of each other. I was 2 years ahead of them.
Hold on. Let me get my broom for all that name dropping you over here doing. I mean, my goodness, man.
But but no, seriously, like I believe everything that he's doing and is what we all should be doing as a people. I think that when we're given these platforms, regardless if it's monetary or just being able to empower or implant a seed of empowerment into our own people, we need to do that. And I don't really follow LeBron James as a basketball player. I mean, he's okay. He gets my vote. He doesn't get really my vote. But what I think he's been able to accomplish, like I think it was said earlier, he's been able to show you that, hey, if you have the door and it's opened, go. Don't wait. Go.
That's right.
And I think he learned that from Michael Jordan. He learned that from Kobe Bryant, because Kobe Bryant did it before his untimely death. Kobe was doing it. Kobe retired and he was opening doors that you wouldn't think of basketball. The first ever NBA player to win an Oscar on a short story. So I think what he's doing is what we as our people should be doing, not focused on let me get the biggest icy and let me get the biggest Rolex and all this and all that. I played at Westside High School, Winston State University in Czechoslovakia. And I played for Fort Hood Post Team, DJ.
I thought that's right.
You know what? Okay, I just want to tell you this. Don't talk bad about him, man. While he got his hat on. Shout out to that Cavaliers hat you got.
Actually, no. Let me stop you right here. So this hat is not for Cleveland Cavaliers. This hat stands for Centaur.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, okay. I am not. I am never, ever will be a Cleveland fan.
Don't say that. Okay. Wow. Well, okay. All right. That's like people say they don't eat pork and they brush their teeth with their toothpaste.
I will never, ever be a Cleveland fan in anything.
Listen, just shout out to all the Muslims. Y'all can't brush your teeth with toothpaste because it's got pork in it. Just so y'all know. All right. So listen. Oh, you gonna more? You got more? Hold on, let me get a little bit. Hold on. You gonna eat up all the pie. Hold on. So listen, this is why I like LeBron. The only reason I didn't like LeBron as a player was because of his fans. Like, oh my God, man. I mean, like, I grew up with Jordan, right? So when people younger than me, they didn't see Jordan play, right? I don't have a problem with LeBron James as a hooper, right? I just didn't understand why they was always trying to make LeBron something that he wasn't yet, right? Listen, let the man have his own space. Well, this is what I want to say. We can argue all day, which it don't matter because, like Dwayne said, he only make $500 million. Okay, I'm not arguing with nobody about no LeBron and Jordan. What I will say is I'm very impressed with a man who didn't grow up with a father. And that young man did something that people that got both parents in the house can't do, right? And at the same time, bro, I promise you, if nothing else, every white person that wears the Blue Lives Matter, the Make America Great hat is trying to find something on LeBron James.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And guess what? He could not. He refused to give it to him.
Yeah.
Now I ain't saying whoever cut. Listen, I don't know if he got Ray Donovan on his staff or whoever whoever his fixer is, right? I mean, whatever. The man does it well. So I'm for the culture that we in today. LeBron James is a better overall entity than Jordan. Now, I never bought one pair of the man's shoes, but what I will do is I got a lot more respect because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Michael Jordan told them folk on the microphone when they said, "Mike, what you think about them doing that to that black guy?" He said, "Listen, Republican buy shoes too, Doc." And I said, "All right, Mike, well, go get your money, right?" But LeBron James, I'm proud of LeBron, right?
Yeah.
I ain't proud of Mike.
I'm proud of Mike too.
I'm proud of Mike too.
I think Mike gets an unfair. I think
absolutely
that statement that you made was kind of. He said that in tongue in cheek. If you watch The Last Dance, he explained that. He said that tongue in cheek, and you know how
fixed that years ago.
Yeah, but why fix it when you know people gonna run with it anyway? You know.
And I think.
But let me say this about LeBron. I think he's the epitome of what every black man aspires to be. Just like you said, Brother Brenton. Not having a father, I think a lot of black men, we can relate to that. I didn't grow up with my father, and didn't go to college, and he used his God-given abilities to the best of his ability.
Right, DJ.
That's the most important thing. He used his God-given abilities to his best of his abilities, and you know what? And he brought his small crew, and he brought them along with him.
That's it.
And that's what every black man should aspire to do.
That's right. Everybody.
No matter whatever your God gift ability is, that's what we all should aspire to do.
Yeah, and that's real, man. And so hey, I don't hate on nobody. I don't hate on nobody's gain. You know what I'm saying? A fortune. I don't know if I would trade places with anybody, but you know what I'm saying? I can admire them both from a distance. Yes. I just tell you how I feel about both of them and how they use their platform. I feel like Mike could have moved us a little bit further quicker had he kind of even did a little bit of what LeBron was doing. That's just my opinion. I got you.
I don't disagree with that. I
got you.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Dunk a ball and and a few. You could have made.
They both black men. Let's love them both. That's all I'm saying. And they both black men, man. Why we got to choose who we like the best? I like both of them. They both great. They both the GOAT, in my opinion.
That's true. In their own spot. That's right. And my thing is, shout out to Shaq for trying to do it both ways, because he tried to give you a shoe that you would like, but he Payless.
Sinners don't. Sinners don't sell shoes. Name one outside of Patrick Ewing.
There you go. That's the only one.
Yeah, most sinners don't. Most sinners ain't had to sell shoes. So.
Oh no! Wait! My boy from China.
Oh, yeah, I mean, well, most of the China people was.
Well, I'm just saying. I just answered your question, but yeah, you said no. I'm just telling you.
Well, he got a built-in captive audience.
His first wife was black though. His first wife was black though, Lamb.
Who?
His first wife was black. Stop it, Lamb. Stop it.
All his children, except for these last two that Michael Jordan just had, these twin girls that he just had.
I know where Lamb trying to go with that.
Listen. All of them getting that Foot Locker, so it don't even matter. All right, yeah. Appreciate that story, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, good stuff, man. We will always support our brothers, man. I'm like this, y'all support people don't even know you more. You do the folks you see every day. So
man, you just dropped the nugget.
I'm at the free throw.
You just hit a 3-pointer with that one, bro.
Yeah. All right. So I'm saying, while y'all sitting up loving on these men, don't know nobody. Want y'all love on the ones that coming around your building. So okay, I'm just saying. Right.
Yes, sir.
All right. What we got next, man? What we got next? Blockbuster. Oh man. Listen, do y'all remember the favorite movie you ever rented from Blockbuster?
Hey, I remember like all the movies I used to rent from Blockbuster.
Oh, that's a good question.
I used to work at Blockbuster.
What? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what?
I met a real nice freak at Blockbuster. That's what Blockbuster means to me.
I should have known. We should have known. We should have known. No.
Listen. Appreciate that, man.
Thank you for the lamb.
Listen,
Appreciate
I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all don't know this, man. Well, whatever Blockbuster Black was going to, they always had a porn section. I know they did.
It's a section with a curtain where you have to go back behind the curtain.
He going in there with his little smoke robe on, and he's talking to
right. Yeah.
Give me my section, please. Yeah, man. Listen, Dwayne, you worked at Blockbuster. I know you that dude that always charged us for the tape not being rewound too. I bet that you was, man.
You dang right. That means
I know you
I
was.
got to stay that late. They all gonna freaking wind the tape.
Black Sherry said, "Stop that."
hey, check this out. Though.
What?
Look, Blockbuster had all the best snacks though.
True.
Yeah,
they had like it's like they had some of the best movie snacks you could ever think of.
Yeah.
And it's like you go to the movie theater now and get snacks, and it's like, yo, this don't even compare. Like I see the same snack. Blockbuster used to have these like crazy strange snacks that would like there was a whole case stand. It was like it's about as tall as you were as a kid. Like, yo, this is the best. This is the only thing you get at carnivals.
I couldn't afford the snacks, so it's all good.
When I worked there, and popcorn, yes, and the popcorn. They had the best chocolate snacks. Like you could get all the Butterfingers, all the Snickers you wanted.
Hey D, come on back, man. We in the show. Hold on. He finna go put on a shirt, man. Like
right.
So here it is, y'all. Blockbuster, like they got one more store. And they actually did a documentary about it on Netflix, right? And it was a pretty decent documentary. But apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently now, they can't sell the movies no more. So they want to turn it into like an Airbnb. And I said, that is really interesting. Now, I don't want to see, I know Black will take us to infinity and beyond with an Airbnb and Block. I don't even know if I want to hear from him. But listen, I mean, would y'all stay a night at a Blockbuster Airbnb?
A Blockbuster?
A Blockbuster, I would. Yeah,
Blockbuster. Yeah. Would y'all stay in a Blockbuster Airbnb? Man, say that 3 times, right? A Blockbuster Airbnb, would you? I know it, Black. I'll go you last, Black. Ken, would you stay in a Blockbuster Airbnb? And who you taking with you? How about that?
Oh, man. With this COVID stuff going on right now, man, I don't know. I would love to do it, but definitely if the safety protocols, I probably would do it, man. It's nostalgic, just to go back in time. Who would I take? I would take somebody, some mama's daughter. I don't know who she would be. I would take somebody's mama's daughter would go with me.
And they're gonna let you go, like you can go in there and just pick all the movies you want. Yeah. I'm like, man.
Yeah, we'll share some popcorn and sit, snuggle up under the blanket on the couch.
Get inside the room.
Listen, you don't want to be number 10 on that. Listen, you definitely don't want to go after Lee Black goes. That couch ain't gonna be like a dime when it gets
Yeah, because I would definitely ask if Lee Black been here before me. If they said yes, sir, he has. No, thank you. I'll come back tomorrow.
Listen, I just want a Black light to go around there and just walk around because it's like, what you gonna find back around here? Listen, all right, Black, tell them. Would you stay in there?
My answer, I would, and even X-rated.
Okay.
I love the idea of what they're doing because you know what? I'm old enough to know that. No, I wouldn't. Well, yes, maybe I would, but that's a whole nother subject. But I wasn't going to see. I wasn't even thinking about that.
We're gonna look at now.
I love the idea of it because you know what? I'm old enough to realize that things come back around. So I still in my storage house. I have a VCR. Wow. I have an actual DVD player, and I'm not going to get rid of it because what was once old, there will come a point that you know what, that stuff is vintage and it'll come back in style. The idea that you can go stay in a Blockbuster And I think it's a cool idea. And you know, we got reality TV shows on that. One of my guilty pleasures is Love Island. I think it's a cool idea to take some of these older buildings instead of tearing them down, because on a serious note, we just talked about a subject a minute ago where the state of Texas is trying to erase Black people's history from the face of men. We can't let people erase our culture, our heritage, and just things that make us who we are. So like the game we played yesterday, we are authentically Black. The fact that we started out talking about our memories about how good it was to go to Blockbuster, you got to keep some of this stuff alive. I love the idea.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I even for me, and I know I'm gonna let Dwayne go last since he's the Blockbuster expert here. I would like to go. I don't know if I want to stay like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even know what movie I watch now.
Me.
You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe I watch. No,
but Brenton, imagine
it would have to be a 90s movie.
Think about this though. Imagine if it was billed as a group of friends. You went in there and you had a horror movie night or a comedy fest. And you with some friends and everything, it's just the niche thing. It's a cool idea.
So here it is. I would do a lock-in. Y'all remember that?
There you go. There you go.
At Blockbuster. Well, maybe that's what we can do. Maybe we'll do a lock-in at Blockbuster and then just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Now that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So I would go then. Now I just have to take my own sleeping bag and my own air mattress or something because I ain't playing. Man. Lock-ins. I know. Listen, if some kids on, ask your mom and daddy what a lock-in is.
They don't know what that is.
They don't know what that is.
They thought they getting locked up.
Locked up.
No.
Yeah. So do y'all remember? I know I took a left, but let's go here. Like, do y'all remember the lock-in y'all went?
At the skating rink.
It was a skating rink.
I went to a lock-in in the YMCA and the skating rink.
Yeah.
All right. I had a lock-in at CC's Pizza. And I thought they was gonna like leave the pizza out. The pizza. I said, well, wait, what you mean? Yeah, so I'm telling you, DJ, man, that's way throwback. I was mad, man. I'm like, I was so excited. I was like, man, we're gonna be eating pizza all night.
All night long.
Man, they shut that thing down. And they didn't even leave the leftover pizza. I said, well, man, what is this? I'm not gonna pay no pinball machine. I'm finna some pizza, dude. Look at you now. See, now you cutting up. There. See, that's that. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Y'all the reason stuff got shut down.
Yep.
That's funny. All right, Dwayne. I know you gonna stay, but you probably gonna try to get back there and clock in or something. What you gonna do? You going to the Blockbuster Airbnb?
Hey, of course. I mean, let me get a little spot in the Blockbuster Airbnb. I'm gonna go find my video game section. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hook my TV up to it and I'm gonna play my video games.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get the classic games. So I'm gonna go get my Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Some Super Double Dragon going on. Give me some Mario Kart,
That's right. Yeah.
With the steering wheel, and gaming it up. And then I'm gonna go over to my horror section and get the old school horror movies, like Friday the 13th and Jason and all that.
Chucky.
And then Chucky when he was really scary, not this new thing they got going on now. And then I'm gonna go find some old school black movies like Dolomite and
yes, sir.
I'm gonna get you sucker.
I'm gonna get you sucker.
Yes, sir. Right.
Get some maybe some He Got Game or Bud the Rim or something. Poetic justice.
Okay. You ain't gotta run it down. I know you the one that knew all the movies was on Al 3. That's good. Okay, all right.
Hey, man. Dreamcast, exactly. Dreamcast.
So I think it's gonna be kind of one of the highest Airbnb buildings. Probably it's gonna be going for a pretty penny after a while because people just gonna, you're gonna want to do something different. But it's all the way, it's all the way in some old hick town. So I don't know.
It's in Oregon, isn't it? Isn't it it's in Oregon?
Yes. Once you mention video games, you're gonna be in the blocky alone. Okay.
I mean, that's fine. Hey, I can play video games by myself. I grew up by myself.
Well, listen, that's what getting y'all in trouble now, ladies. Y'all got us on these video games now. So and okay, it's a real talk for real man topic. I ain't going there. All right. He said, "What does this cost?" I don't know. They didn't say.
They didn't say. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
They didn't say what it was gonna cost.
And I think I don't even know. This is allegedly, so I don't even know if this is really got legs. It was just an interesting thing, and it just kind of sparked my thoughts. I was like,
no, they show pictures of beds and everything.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
okay.
It's real.
That's what's up, man. Real. Yeah, y'all check out the documentary on Netflix. It was pretty good, man. Just to kind of just bring all that back. That I think I kept my last movie too because I knew they were shutting down. So.
I still got some old tapes.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. So thank you, Blockbuster, for giving us a moment to reflect and reminisce on something good. Y'all better not create a bill to get rid of that either. Don't play no games. Listen. All right. What we got next? Oh. It's the King's Reject. All right. Listen, I've already heard 10 minutes of this already earlier. So listen, don't go long. Okay. Like, give us the Cliff Note version of this issue that you have right now, Doc. Come on now. Late fees. Yes, sir.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The king has come down once again off the throne to talk to his constituent and his peoples of the kingdom. Where do we get off downgrading and depriving people of recognition? If you as a person did not get recognized or don't even meet the standard of something, how about you just shut up and go sit down somewhere? So I was graced to have a conversation by a lowly constituent who doesn't even meet the status quo of the seven kingdoms that I rule. So he had the nerve to say that my soldiers, by a regulation, should not be getting recognized for ACFT. For all of you who don't know what that is, that's the Army Combat Fitness Test. One soldier scored a 600, which is the max, and another soldier improved by 100 points. Now he feels that he can go on social media and, yes, lowly, he can go on social media and degrade my soldiers and try to tell me about regulations. Well, this lowly peasant, I'm not going to say no names, but a Timothy, last name Whiteley, decided that he wanted to get a group of people together to talk about my soldiers. First of all, specialist, I am a 03, for all of you don't know, that is a captain in the Army. Mind your goddamn business. If I want to doggone give my soldiers 50 awards for passing the ACFT, then that's what I'm going to do. Because soldiers need to be recognized. And we talked about it earlier about recognizing people who do great things. Like LeBron James would recognize him for doing the great things that he do. Well, let's recognize the service members, the service men and women of the United States Armed Forces just for doing the small things which makes them great. So I have to reject you, Timothy, for the things that you said and your other followers who I will get next time. Actually, they will be thrown in the dungeons of the kingdom. Mind your business. Stop hating on people for doing great things. You getting your regulation with your turkey neck and your let me stop. I'm not gonna talk about his spouse with your turkey neck and you busting tape in your ASUs. Okay, you have been rejected. So let it be written. So let it be done. I'm done.
My goodness. And that was brought to you by his Dragon Balls. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. All right. That's the King's Reject. Young man, listen, come on. You give me a sticker. I read whatever you want to talk about him about. I promise you. I read it all. All right. I like this. All right. So what we got next, man? Yeah, thank you. Yes, please subscribe.
Thank you. Ratchet. I mean, okay, yes. I like this. Okay, yes. We like this
or whatever. Yeah. Well, speaking of Ratchet, listen, not the sisters, but just where they at. These two ladies, man. One name is Nicole, and the other young lady's name is Carrie. They are sisters. And guess what, y'all? They own. If you ever go to McDonald's in the Compton area, they own it. Every McDonald's that's in Compton, they actually own, which is what, like 18 stores, I believe.
I think it's 18.
They paid
18 stores. But man, this is what I love about this moment. They black. Right? Yeah. So back in the early 1980s, they mama, which her name is Patricia, she started running a McDonald's franchise. Right? It's a lot of stuff in the story. I don't want to focus on the negative part, so I won't go there because the story is a dime a dozen. I just want to highlight the reality of where I want our people to go, right? Because I love education. I do. I think it's important, but don't nobody care about what we got to say. But when you got that money in that pocket, you know what I'm saying? It changed a little game for you. You said that is such a blessing. It is. It really is. And so these young ladies, they now go around and they're telling their story about how now they've taken what their mom had in one, and now they've franchised into the whole community. You talking about shout out about giving back to your community? Now I know some of y'all haters gonna be like, "Oh, that's wrong, and that's killing for." Listen, you're gonna die from something. At least appreciate her, man. At least appreciate the woman for winning, right? I mean, it ain't like they made 500 million or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, you sleep. Okay, my last jab about that. Okay. But I'm just saying, man, like let's show some love and let's share some perspective on this, Ken. I mean, is this not an amazing accomplishment to know that two sisters has taken a mama's investment? And I'm gonna speak on all this. I'm saying this all intentionally because I'm gonna say something at the end of this.
Right.
They took their mama's investment and they took it and they ran with it. And now they got 18 Ronald McDonald's.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. This is about what we need to do more as Black people. This is generational wealth. This is exactly what we need to do. Those two young sisters, actually, one of them I believe was a social worker, and the other one I think was in law. And they both quit their jobs to work under their mother to bring to in the family business, and that's what it was. Right. So I think it's awesome, man, that they did this, and then to stay in their community. I believe, I watched it. One of them said, she said, I live where I work. She said, I did not. She said, I could easily move out of my community, be under the, behind the gates, and not be in touch with my community. She said, but I live in Inglewood. She said, I live near all our restaurants. So when I watched this story, I was like, yo, that's where our people need to be. This is where we need to be, man. I don't care if it's a McDonald's. McDonald's, man, you know how much money Ray Kroc made off of McDonald's? So if we can get in and own some of them and become franchises, man, and pass it down to generations and generation. Sure, that's what we need to be doing.
That's it. Dwayne, you don't eat McDonald's, do you?
I don't eat McDonald's, but I respect like.
Oh, I didn't think it did. That's what's up, man. Yeah. Black, what you think, man? These sisters, you know, they on your radar. I know you.
I like
your own lane.
I like the positive. I like the positivity of the story, in a sense that I think about the movie "Do the Right Thing," and if you think about one of the scenes in the movie with Sweet Dick Willie, and well, that was his name.
That was his name.
That really was his name.
Well, you know, Black was
sitting out there. But you remember the whole movie was talking in New York, the racial melting pot that it is, and it culminated in all of those different races living together in those community. And in that one scene where Robin Harris, they were against the Asian people who owned the little shop across the street. And he said, you Black people are always talking that Keith Sweat-ish. You know, I'm gonna, and the funny line is, I'm gonna go over here and get these Koreans some more of my money. And I bring it up for this reason, to see two sisters that took an established entity, a corporation and use it to their benefit. So the mom worked at McDonald's. She worked from the inside out. She learned the game, and she used it to her benefit. But she didn't stop at just one. The fact that they built a empire out of this, you could call it that, you know, and did it from the inside out, I think highlights a great example that we as a people need to follow. If we ever want a Black Wall Street again, that's where it starts. It starts with owning small businesses. But too many of us are shooting for the stars. Not everybody's going to play basketball. Not everybody's going to be an influencer and be famous and get rich. TikTok videos is just people shaking their ass. Start small and build from the inside out.
Yes.
Fact.
Okay,
Yes,
so Dwayne, did you have something on this? I know I said something, but I didn't know if you
Oh, I mean,
comment on
like I wasn't. I mean, my thing is, like Black is saying, like take it and build on it. You know, this is how you get generational wealth. I seen it in American Gangster and Denzel Washington, him playing I forgot the Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas,
Yeah, who was born in New York but raised in Greensboro, North Carolina. He said it himself, man. He was like, you know, people are rich, but they're not wealthy. And I feel like this is again, it's just showing you that, hey, put my 20% back in the cookie jar. You know what I'm saying? Put it back. You know what I'm saying? We're doing more things, and this is an example to go and get your 20% and put it back in the cookie jar. And if we don't see the bigger picture here, I don't know what else. I mean, I wouldn't know what else to tell our people. And like Black said, stop reaching for the stars. Not everybody is meant to play in the NBA, NFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, soccer, whatever, be a boxer, whatever, rapper, singer, twerker, TikTok mogul, whatever. Not everybody's meant to be that. Find your niche and do it to the best of your ability. And these two young ladies did that. And McDonald's is great. But let's look past the McDonald's, look at what they did.
Absolutely.
They created generational wealth. So their children and their children's children, they ain't gotta work. They don't want to, they ain't gotta work. They can easily get $1 million handed to them in a trust fund, just like that. So I am all for it. I applaud it. Plus, it's back home on the west side, which is the best side. You know what I'm saying? So
you the most interesting man in the world, dude. You play with LeBron. You box with Mike. Him. Okay, all right. You go to the Black girls McDonald's too.
Of course. I mean, I'm gonna go.
That's it, man. Okay, so listen, here it is. This is my perspective. This is the reason why I want to talk about this. Number one, since y'all made reference about movies, I'll make one as well. How about that? Coming to America. We were always excited because we used to say Bill Clinton was going to be the Black president that we never had until we got one, right? And we watched Coming to America, and we said, "Oh man, about time Black people they don't need to go to McDonald's, they go to McDowell's." And we take fantasy and we try to live in it. No, how about we really get some McDonald's and own them and then make them happen, right? I appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir, for coming a member. Appreciate that.
Thank you
so much.
Yeah.
I want to say this, y'all. We got to stop living in fantasy land. You know what I'm saying? That was Tattoo and the older white man, right? We can't be there anymore. We got to really put in the work and really start making things happen. Number one, they mama made something happen. Like she didn't trip about where she was. She just started. And then she allowed her children to move forward. The problem with us, and here it is, I'm gonna tell y'all this because I love y'all, and y'all can't take my card away because I've been Black all my life. Instead of leaving your children debt and the fact that they got a phone bill at the age of 4, how about you get them a franchise or give them some of your stock from whatever company you work for? The mama worked at McDonald's, but then she got her one. Y'all, we can't get a McDonald's if we keep giving McDonald's our money. and we keep giving the shoe stores our money, and we keep, listen, you can only wear one pair of jeans. That's it at a time. You don't need 15 pair of jeans. Okay, listen, let's go out here and let's make something, because I'm telling y'all, these folk that looked on the other side of that we do right here, they don't want to see us come up like that.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Right.
I experienced it for the first time. Okay, hang on. I heard my wife pulling in my shirt. She don't want me to be telling folks business. But I'm just telling y'all, they getting mad at us when we doing things that we couldn't do. Like my daughter, she is playing for a volleyball team that probably 10 years ago, we couldn't have done it because we wouldn't have been able to afford it. Right. But now I'm afforded the opportunity that because of her athleticism and because her daddy be on top of his game, her mama be on top of his game, again, we can put her at the place where her ability will allow her to be. That's all I'm trying to do, y'all. And so now I'm giving them something that wasn't given to me. I had to play football on a track that had rocks in it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we had to run around. Now I can put my daughter in a gym that they got banners hanging up that my daughter can sign letters of intent to go places. We got to do better. And I just want to keep introducing stories like this so we can stop watching Coming to America and be like, woulda, coulda, shoulda. No, you go get it done. That's it. That's all I'm saying. What you say we have to do the new thing in our community. That's
Black
it.
News Network.
Okay. That's it.
That's Black News Network. What's up, Black News Network? That's what's
good
up.
Looking out. Appreciate
good looking
that.
Out, for sure.
Well, we black and we talk about the news.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So, all right. Yeah. So all I'm saying in a nutshell, we don't have to keep watching movies to just pretend that we could do it. Let's go to work and let's let it start somewhere. Get some insurance so when you die, they don't have to worry about stuff. Okay, all right, I'll get off my horse on that. So, ladies, appreciate you for being an example in Compton.
Salute to you.
Yeah, man, they didn't go up there.
Queens.
They didn't go up there with the folks that don't want them up there. They came down here, right? And y'all just remember, don't tear up their stores when y'all start riding. Go to the Mother Boys, the Mother franchise. They own all the McDonald's, so y'all do jack in the box.
Let's make this disclaimer, TFG tonight. We're not promoting violence.
No, I think that narrative has changed, though. B, what narrative, DJ? I don't mind. I'll speak on it. What you talking about? But as we go, what you saying, Ken? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll just put in a disclaimer. We at TFG tonight does not promote violence.
Oh no,
or destruction.
We are not. We are
especially to our own people. Especially to our own people.
We're a non-violent organization. We non-violent.
But listen, but I ain't no killer. Just don't test me.
Amen.
Tupac.
Yes, sir.
The late great Tupac said that.
Yes, he did.
Hey,
all right.
Killer, quit bringing them a past.
Yeah. So I'll answer DJ when he come on here. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all know it's the favorite time of the show, right? That Mr. Lee Black wants to holler at you for just a moment, and Lee Black wants to talk about the fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars. Man, you got to bring me home with this one. I'm lost.
Well,
I'm thinking Popeye and all of that. I'm like, Brutus.
It's actually a quote from Shakespeare, and
okay,
I love what you had to say, Brenton, and you almost stole some of my thunder. But I love that. No, but it was right on time because you're talking about it on a microeconomic level, and I want to address it on a macroeconomic level.
All right.
Now, that is a quote from Shakespeare, and the actual real quote is, "Men at some time are masters of their fates. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings." And I wanted to bring that up because I'm seeing a real disturbing trend, and it's what you're talking about. I love the fact that you mentioned the movie Coming to America. We're becoming a nation. I'm not talking about our counterparts. I'm talking about us, the bros. I'm talking about us. We're becoming a nation where we're looking beyond the obvious for answers that don't make sense, to be honest with you. And I referenced TikTok videos a moment ago because far too many of us think that we're going to be discovered and famous. We don't want to work for things.
Right.
And so when you see these two sisters and what they've done, they did it the right way. They did it the right way. And they turned the dream and paired it with hard work. and a vision into something that's real. And so to your point, Brenton, we don't have to keep looking for falsities. But what we're seeing is we're trying to imitate things that's beyond our control. We talked about Jeff Bezos earlier, second richest man in the world, and Amazon, but he's taking flights to outer space because he's already a god on this planet. They don't owe it anything. You know what I'm saying? Richard Branson, they're looking beyond the earth because we've heard the expression before that these people have more money than God himself. And it's a shame that that is the mentality and the thinking, and it's starting to permeate down to our own people. It's no coincidence that we have idiots like Lil Uzi Vert implanting diamonds in his head that he spent $24 million for, and that could be generational wealth to take care of his family for however how long. Did you know that this damn fool is on record to be the first human being to purchase a planet? A planet. This is, I can't make this stuff up. He's the first human being that you're going to hear it announced soon that he owns a planet. What does it mean to own a planet? So I'm going to take you back real quick. No long soliloquy here. When somebody calls you a Nimrod, if you've heard that expression,
Yes,
Nimrod has come to represent somebody that's foolish, ignorant, ill-prepared. Now, if you know your Bible, Nimrod was in opposition to God.
King,
you know, and he set out to build a tower. If you read the scriptures, that's going to reach the heavens because he wanted to do that to basically assault God. And so when you hear that term in present day, somebody calls you a Nimrod, there's a reason behind it. And we have people now that's looking beyond what's right here to use their funds, their resources, their time, their money to better their lives here because they think they're going to live somewhere in the netherworld. And so whether you're Sweet Dick Willie or you're Brenton Haynes, that he's trying to make a better life for his daughter that's grounded in reality, we need to spend our time more wisely and stop being damn Nimrods out here.
Yes, sir. I didn't know how to take that last thought. I want to be.
I'm applauding you.
No. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I have to ask my wife if I'm Sweet B too.
See, now that's a whole other show.
Show. Listen, I'm just saying, you know, Brittany over here trying to do Facebook dating.
I saw that. Yeah.
Now Lee doing robots now. He ain't doing ladies.
and they gotta be pretty too.
Yeah.
You waiting on the price to go down.
Yeah. So listen, man, listen. I appreciate that. See, DJ, what Lee is talking about, faith and foolishness, praise him. That name really fits you, faith and foolishness. Just all about that. So, DJ, see, what Lee is talking about is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, those people still exist, and there are people that follow these people. Like, man, like,
yes.
So that's the people I'm talking about. I'm never talking about I'm not preaching to the choir. If you're already on stage and you singing up the praises, cool. We all doing it. I'm trying to bring up the ones that's down there that's still trying to figure out how many hours they're gonna get of overtime because they thinking that's gonna get it to they ain't getting you nowhere. They getting you nowhere, right? The greatest capital you have is your body, and you wearing it out. You know what I'm saying? Taking that $8.50 an hour. Oh man, y'all need to be doing something different. I'll let your boy, man. Listen, I told a partner of mine. Okay. Anyway, leave Nimrods alone. Right? All right, man. It's been a fantastic show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all appreciate this fine wisdom. Shout out to my homeboys at the barbershop that's probably watching on the show.
Much love to the bros.
I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
I know y'all probably don't like half the stuff we said, but so what? Talk to your mama about it.
For real.
No, you say with that being said, what he says, let's push harder getting TFG out there. Yeah, man, let's go. And that's what I'm saying, right? Listen, all we gotta do, we don't have to fight over LeBron and Mike. I want somebody talking about us. You know what I'm saying? Let's get us talked about, man. Listen, because while they trying to erase us and they trying to go to the moon, y'all can go. Take all y'all up there. All y'all pay all them $1 million. Y'all can stay there. I'll stay here. I'm
Man, they
saying,
ain't gonna live. They ain't gonna
yeah,
survive with them.
yeah. I made him change America's name to
Yeah.
McDowell's.
No, change it to Blerica.
Yeah, we have to work on that name. All right, but listen, y'all, it's my favorite time of the day, right? Our final thoughts, and I'm excited that my brother still got something left in the tank, and we're gonna give y'all these thoughts, and we're gonna get up out of here because I gotta go do something, man. So, Big D, Sweet D, Dwayne, what you got for him?
Man, I had to read on the quote from a man, Bob Marley. The greatness of a man is not how much wealth he acquires. Look on that one. It's not about the wealth that you acquire, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively.
I love it.
Let that marinate in your souls and your mind. The Bible says, root and money is the root of all evil. No, people are the root of all evil. Don't let money make you who you are. You need to empower and grow the people around you. Be a positive light, not by the green, but by the mean team in your heart. Be a team, man. This is about a team player, and let's continue to build our communities. Let's continue to stand up one another, big up one another, as we like to say, not tear each other down. We see a lot of positive people doing a lot of things in their life, regardless if they have the platform to do it financially or they don't. But continue to be a positive entity in this world. And that's what the Kane says. And so let it be written, so let it be done.
Well, thank you, Kane. I appreciate that. So did you and LeBron, y'all was both kings when y'all was playing basketball against each other?
I mean, he was a little bit taller than me, so I mean, he got
okay.
me.
Okay.
King in
Yeah,
his
so
All
own
right.
right.
yeah.
All right. All right. Listen, y'all, I want to normalize black support for each other. I think the way we've grown up in this country has taught us to hate each other in the house and the outdoors and whatever. You lighter, you darker, man. Like, we gotta be intentional, right? Like, I'm down with supporting y'all. I think I've shown everybody on this panel that I'm down with y'all. I hope, if I haven't, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta normalize our support for each other, because they're trying to erase what we're doing, and so they're gonna back us in the corner, and I don't want us all on four corners. I want us all in one corner. And just like my boy Maximus did on the Gladiator, then you attack when you come together. So let's come together, man, so that we can attack these people that are trying to erase our existence. Black, what's your final thought, brother?
We got to do better. There's a lot of problems in the African American community, and we have to ground our solutions in reality. I'm gonna keep it just that simple. Yep,
and that's real. And so the more we keep talking about it, the more we're going to what's the word? Give me a good philosophical word to put that, Lee. The more we indoctrinize, that's a good one. Indoctrinize ourselves.
I'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
We have to embed our thoughts with reality.
Indoctrinize is a longer word, so I'll say that one. Indoctrinize ourselves with this understanding of black support. Thank you, Miss Sherry, and I know you mean it, because I know you won't just say nothing.
Thank you, Miss Sherry.
You Freddie, sister, so I know you ain't gonna just say nothing. Thank you so much. All right, Sportsman Ken, what you and check this man out. He's on Wednesday.
Tuesday 6:30.
Tuesday 6:30.
Yeah.
Lee Black, he go on whenever he feel like it, but he's still gonna go on Wednesday. Real talk, real man, and Dwayne gonna meet y'all at Blockbuster and get all them late fees, y'all. Yeah,
right.
Listen, he may shoot some hoops with you. You know what I'm saying? Get his autograph, because he played with LeBron, so that's close you gonna get.
Man,
all right, Ken, what's your final thoughts?
And I think all you brothers so eloquently already expressed, but I'm gonna stick where we need to be, just supporting one another. Support black-owned businesses. Just make it part of your routine, where you try to twice a week support a black-owned business. I don't care where it is. Go to a black-owned business. Show them some support, show them some love, and we all in this social media world too. it's really easy to support each other in the social media world now. You know how you can do that? Just watch a show, share it to your page, like it, subscribe to a channel. You might not like a lot of the stuff on there, but I guarantee you there's probably people on your friends list that would like those shows. It's just that easy. That's how you support one another. It's really easy to do. It don't even cost you nothing. Just a little bit of time. That's it. That's my
time.
Shout out to all the ghost watchers.
Yeah.
Man,
come on in and subscribe.
Hey man, look, for real. Ghost
we got
watchers,
a move. We got a movement. We got a movement coming. We got a movement going, guys. Y'all better get on this thing early.
That's right.
Get left. Come on.
I'm telling you. That's it. Because when Lee get that robot, he ain't on the show no more. I'm just messing. All right, y'all. Listen. My final thought, Mr. Producer, I hope you're ready because I'm finna go here. So my final thought is this, right? We know the saying, success is not final and failure is not fatal. But take a look at this. I asked you, was you ready?
Hold up, 2019.
Listen, all I gotta say is it's not really often that you can see them both in that close proximity at the same time, right? Because he made it over a little kiddie pool, but doggone it, I hope he got insurance on that bike because that thing is probably gonna be total after that, man. So look at Jennifer coming here all late with that sweet $4.99. Man, listen,
thank you, Miss Jennifer. Appreciate
I'm going to Compton to give me that number 7 from them ladies with that money right there.
Ma'am. Thank you, Miss Jennifer.
I appreciate you. Thank y'all. Listen, we will see y'all here again on next Monday, giving y'all this good loving, right? So from all the bros, Ken, King, and Black, I'm Mr. Haynes, and we'll see y'all out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Oh my God.